Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Stroud off the play fake. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Great team. White, Tony. 11.
Stroud to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Bucky Irving with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Allen going to run with it. And once again, this is Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Okay, ready? Come on. Set. 70.
Now Allen. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Let's go. Last thing, 19. 60 inch.
Allen now looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with Etienne. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Top 60. Liking 18.
To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe...
Touchdown, Panthers! From 3 yards out. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
At the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Tony.
Stroud working out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Emeka Egbuka. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
60 by 19 Tigers.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. He's got it to the 43 here. The Panthers at 12-2 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Allen going to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60, go.
ETN up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Allen going to run with it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Stroud looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
All right.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
All right. Look at how. 18. What's that? Why, Tony? 19 Texas.
Again, it's Stroud. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
18. What's that? 11. South.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
18. What's that?
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4. Now Allen going to change it up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 12 yards.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen going to run with it. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, let's go.
Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered. answer.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He finds his target. It's Evans. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
To the air, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Give him 8. It's a Carolina first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And the Panthers first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That one complete to the gap. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Shot alert! Shot alert! go now.
ETN. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Allen. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Trevor Etienne, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now a give, Irving running right. And a pretty good burst there as he get this across midfield and down to the 46. 81 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Stroud now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Irving. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Stroud completes this out wide. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Stroud to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
What's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play to expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Stroud will look to throw once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter, here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 69 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Allen going to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, it's Allen. And he is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll run with ETN into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Roll, 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 roll. Smash, smash. Alert, alert. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Once more, ETN. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Trevor Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's got a bunker. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Stroud. this throw is going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, 28 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Buccaneers, 35.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only